Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? Feeling pretty good tonight. It's Sunday night, and we're gonna have a good time. So, playing around with some new settings. So you'll notice, like as I'm looking around at different things in the world, the light, which is probably gonna annoy the heck out of me. It's probably a little bit too specific, too fine-tuned. It's changing based on the surroundings. It's probably, like I said, a little bit too narrowed, so I'm going to make a quick adjustment on that. I'm going to edit the region. I'm going to make it a little bit more overall average. Save. Let's see how this goes here. It's a little bit better, but I'm going to make the properties more of a blur. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll kind of try to adjust as best as we can. It doesn't want to let me adjust it for spatial awareness yet, but I'll play. We'll play. Just playing around with my Razer Chroma Connect. So, where we are at tonight in Satisfactory. So, the other night I went through and did a lot to expand my train stations all the way down here to the south, down to the Blue Crater Station. And tonight I think we're going to try to just connect in all the way over here to Sulphur Depot, where the Green Goblin locomotive is currently turning around to do another run, which means we'll have a full loop. Now, I don't have a station over here in this sector over to the right yet. I kind of passed that yesterday, and I was just kind of, or I guess was it yesterday? Was it Friday? I don't remember. But just down there in the swamp section in the bottom right, I was going to try to put one in the Abyss Cliffs, but I didn't. But we are going to work on that eventually as well. And then also to put in some T's and some turnarounds at some of these stations as well. But we've got almost a full, complete network established. And so that full network is going to allow me to be able to, send some materials around a little bit better. So that's where we're at, and that's where we're going to be focusing on tonight. Unless there's anything that anybody pops into the chat and says, hey, why don't you do this? Or why don't you go take a look at that? We'll take a look at all of those things and see what we can do. Also, I'm going to change up the costume a little bit now that we're past Halloween. I'm going to take my outfit here, and we're going to go back and we're going to switch it up here and go back to maybe some more traditional colors here for Creative Constructs and my overall intents. So we're going to put in our Summer's Loop trinket. We're going to load us back to Creative Constructs red and gray. I might go to the gray for that. Nah, that's too bland. More color. What is it if I go Creative Constructs red there and switch this to gray? Ooh, that could work. What do you think? Gray on the top, red on the top, gray on the second? Or vice versa? Let's take a look at some of the helmets are here. Ooh, big head. I think I like this. I think this is going to be where we'll go for now. Okay, and let's pick out which build gun. I think I'm going to stick with the camo for tonight. I think that'll do it. All right, so we're good there, and let's get on our way. Okay. So how's everybody's weekends been? Has everybody had a good weekend? Hopefully so. I'm having a great end of the weekend because it's starting to spritz a little bit outside. We're getting some rain, very much needed, as you are aware. You may be aware from the wildfires we had this past week. Definitely need some rain to be coming in, quell the fires, and keep everybody safe. So that's where we're at. Before we head out down to our train, we're going to go pick up our hard drives. Let's see what we got here. Alternate electric motor. No, that's not really interesting to me. Criterium, no. We're going to rescan. So we're going to miss. This could be interesting going with the alternate iron wire, because it could be another thing that would further disconnect me from my reliance on copper. I have an insane amount of iron. Iron, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it might be the most robust resource available on the map in the game. And so I could potentially mine less and have more flexible ways of spending it. So I think I'm going to go with that one. Okay, let's go and put another hard drive in. There we are. It's still not ready to do that or that. So the only thing for the moment that we can really be working on here is probably the ionized fuel. We're not quite ready for nuclear deterrent development, but that should work. We're good on all of our supplies at the moment, so let's go ahead and head over to our train. And let's get underway. Did a little bit of cleanup the last couple of days on some of the artifacts I still had from some of the failed portions or rebuilt portions of the track that I had abandoned, and cleaned some of that up. And as we moved through some of these things, I also tried to clean up. Get them out of the way. I also tried to clean up any overlap of any of the foliage that was starting to intersect and clip through the track. There will be eventually, as I start to get more, once I get this first pass completed, as I start to refine and optimize on this, I will go through and smooth some of these bumpy portions out. You know, some of these spots that maybe don't have as much flow like here, and just kind of smooth it a little bit, but it's pretty good for now. The biggest thing was making sure certain things didn't clip through, so some of these they make it without clipping, which is good. Yeah, that little moguls portion there I'm not crazy about. There's also a portion, and this is going to be something I'm going to give a big shout out to Wrath 1000. And this, I was thinking about, and he mentioned something about the other night when I was talking to him, that he does his train platforms are elevated with like stairs going up to it, and I didn't really think about that much. I know he had shown it to me once before, and I didn't really think about the advantage of it as much until now. Whereas my train stations, I have to bring it down, especially in these elevated portions, and find a wide enough clearing to be able to put a station down. His being elevated, you don't have to worry as much about those flat surfaces, and it makes it a little bit more flexible for that and keeping a consistent height and altitude on your tracks. So that's another thing I'll likely do to optimize as we get through. Definitely going to do some work on the transition through this little passage here. It's kind of all sorts of wibbly wobbly here, and I'm not really thrilled about it, but a Summers loop over there, or is that a... I think it's just a purple power slug, but it could be a Summers loop. I'm going to try to keep an eye over there as we come back around. Might have to go and investigate. No, because that's a purple power slug up there, so that was definitely not a power slug. I think that was a Summers loop. Actually, no, I don't know why I stopped there. I'm just going to pull up to this station and stop it at the station. Oh, pulled a little too far forward. Okay. Switch everything up to get away from the power supply, make sure everything's reloaded. And away we go. Off in the wild blue yonder. Sorry, little pig, you had to die. Thought I had seen it over here. Hope I wasn't just imagining things. I don't think I was. It was very bright. Put a little stop up here and grab this yellow power slug. Whoops. just so I don't forget about that one. That'd be the worst if I forgot that one was up there and went to blow something else up and was standing anywhere nearby and killed myself in the process. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that. Won't be the last. I don't think it was that I saw, but it could have been, I guess. That's not even close to the right color. That's just a yellow power slug. I'm almost certain that was not it, but... Oh. Late render baddie. I swear it wasn't a power slug. It's gonna make me start to second guess my sanity here. It was definitely a very distinct purple, like pinkish, reddish. So it couldn't have been that golden. I don't even think it would have been discolored because of the environment. Where is it? Wonder if what I should do is back the train up and just see that angle of what I saw again. Might be the only way I'm going to get to be able to see exactly what is to hone in. I'm going to do my fly up, parachute deploy, a little bit more height and fly this way and see if anything pops out at me from an angle being a little bit further forward. Oh, there it is, straight ahead. I was way too far west. But it gives me an opportunity to come blow this up because I wanted to blow this up earlier anyway because it just looks like it needs blown up. Boop. Oh, that's not actually there. I do hope that when they go through Merry Fixmas this December, that I would really like it if they were to clean up and shorten some of the despawn time on some of the rocks when they blow up, but just a minor detail. Some of them hang around for way too long.
home's a residence zone. Play for us.
You know, and I'm sure this is actually the intent of it, but it never really hit me until tonight. When it does like the play for us, it just feels definitely shining kids, little girls in the hallway ish. That might be what they were going for with that like little bit of a creep factor. So there was a Summers loop. I was right. Huzzah. All right, now we're going to head over to that crash site. It definitely has a hostile over there because that stink plant over there is spraying its stink all over. So we're going to wait for that to clear out for a second. Let it settle down. Maybe. It's staying up and deployed. So there might be multiple elements over there of issue. That's all cleared out. And now let's loot the crash site. A little bit of height to look what's underneath the water as well. It's just one of the little sidebars, isn't it? Oh, hi there, buddy. Hi there, buddy. Thought I heard you. All right, let's go ahead and grab our... Oh, needs 70 megawatt. Boo. Oh, well. I'll come back later. Ooh, piece of candy. There we go. All right, let's go over here and select or collect this Mercer sphere. And also we've got a blue power slug over here. power slug? I'm hearing the sound. Conveyor. Oh, right underneath the surface of the water. I see you.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
Oh, that was not a blow-up rock. Sometimes it's tough to tell. Something doesn't like me being here, but I don't know where it is. It detected me. There it is. There it was. Is there anything else that detected me? Nope. All right, well, that was a fun little detour. Let's head back over to the train station and load up.